What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ayana of Ayana Enters the Chat. And this little boy done pissed me off. So we need to just go and get into it. Go on like this. If you coming in, please like. Let YouTube know you care about this content that I'm putting out over here. Oh my goodness. Y'all pop up in the chat. Say something, say something, say something. Cause I've been sitting here. I don't like this. I don't like this dude. I don't like this dude. I don't like this dude. I hate Brooke is continuing to deal with him. I just don't like this dude. I just don't. I'm trying real hard, y'all, but it's a struggle. The struggle is real right now. The struggle is real, really, 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 really real. Like, how would the phone conversation go? Let me see. Larry, look, man, you need to get on your dad game. Now you need to get you don't understand. You need to get down to the school. You need to get down to you need to just be waiting out there for them to walk out doors. And you need to snatch that little boy up. Yeah, man. He trying to make quick work of your daughter. That's what he trying to do. That's our internet niece. We love Brooke. No, you don't need to tell Bethany nothing. No, don't include Bethany because all that gonna do is make a mess. Now you need to get Shara so Shara can snatch her up. But you need to go handle your business as a daddy. For real, for real. No, 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 no. You don't need to include Bethany. Bethany don't need no nothing about this dude. No, you need to handle this boy on your own. You need to handle him man to man. Just like he came to you man to man, and that's date your daughter. And then man to man, he had to come back and apologize. Well, man to man, you need to go lay him out because he trying to climb up the sycamore tree. You heard me. You don't act like you don't know what the sycamore tree is. You yourself have tried to climb up the sycamore tree. You know what a 17, 18-year-old boy, you know what they about. Don't play. Look, all I'm saying is, you might play with Bethany, but I don't need you to play with this boy. I need you and Pernell to go handle this. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a problem on your hand. I'm just saying. You know what you need to do. You ex-military, Larry. You know what's up. You know what's up with it. Go ahead on, cause I tried to tell y'all. If y'all watch Chat Club and y'all answer chat, I told y'all that I didn't like that little boy. Now me and Bethany don't agree on a lot. We don't. No, I don't need to hear all that. I don't need to hear all that. I don't care about she her stepmom and she helped Rosa and all this. I don't need to hear none of that. I don't need to hear none of that. What I'm saying is, you the daddy. You be that baby pappy. And if you don't want to have no problem down the road, you need to go handle that little boy now. So all the pressure, all the stress and strain he gonna try to put on Brooke, cause he feel like he in a smashing mood right now. You need to shut that all the way down and let him know he gonna be missing a leg. He gonna be missing that third leg. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. No, don't, Larry. Don't let me have to call you no more. I don't. I look. I don't want to have to. I don't look. All I need you to do is this. Me and Chat Club. We need you to do two things. Well, actually, we need you to do three things for us. And I'm just gonna name them all out. Number one, you need to go straighten Isaiah old Mannish behind out. You need to do that quick, fast, and in a hurry. You understand me? Do you understand me, Larry? I ain't on a shower. I sure ain't on a Bethany. Now, I might be a little bit more on that Lynette side, because I'm from the country. And you know what it is. See, there you go. You know what it is. Yeah. The second thing I'm going to need you to do is put your wife in check. If she can't cut her racist behavior out and start respecting you as a man and your daughter and your baby's mamas, you need to man up. You need to put your big man drawers on, put your boxers on, and let it all hang out. I think your balls might need a little air. Let them breathe a little bit, so she can understand that you ain't playing. You understand what I'm saying? The third thing we need you to do is go on and have your smashingly good time with Shara. That ain't right, but it's right for us because we need her. We need Bethany to hurt, and I need you to have a smashingly good time with Shara. You understand me? And the fourth thing I need you to do, number 4, and most important for me, and I have a special request from Cheryl Leggett, my one of my chat club members. We need you to put them blue pajama pants back on, and your wife beater back on. We need a day of you, a day of skits with you, featuring you in that. Okay, all right. But you need to go handle what's his name first. That's most important. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go because I know you got work you gotta do, and I gotta go talk to chat club, and we upset right now with that little nappy-headed boy. And I hate to call him nappy-headed, but I'm black. I can do that. Okay. All right, Larry. We'll talk to you later. Yeah. Go work all the other stuff out. I don't care nothing about Beth. And tell her you on the phone with me. I don't care nothing about her. If she need to see me, we can see each other now. I can meet her. Tell her I meet her at South Lake and we can handle this. Okay. All right. Long as she know her place. I ain't the one or the two. Yes. All right. Okay. Bye. Excuse me, y'all, but while I was waiting on y'all to come in, chat club, I needed, to talk to Larry. I felt it was necessary for me to call him and let my request be known. Y'all, tell me why you ain't had but one kiss, one little with this girl. Tell me why he would think that entitled him to some poutine. Explain that to me, because I don't understand. I was cool. I was like, no, they ain't gonna write no pregnancy skit up for. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I might be wrong on this one. But they sound like they done got stupid. She did right though. She said, no, we just had one kiss. If he is trying to get a smash off of one little peck, that he wouldn't last. That young man wouldn't last 2 seconds. 9 months later, we got a problem. Child, let me read some of y'all comments because I had to call Larry. I was like, he need to understand. He need to handle that. Yeah, he need to knock that boy out. He need to knock him out. Smooth the F out. Yep. I don't trust that boy. Thank God. And he need to call his mama because Isaiah's mama don't play with him. She don't play about him and she don't play with him. I don't trust that boy. Thank God Brooke is smart because he's the kind that will go and tell. Yes, he is. The very first people he would go and tell, Hope and Faith. He would go right to them. And them knuckleheads will likely have him taking pictures of her or recording a video of her in the act in that moment and had it all over school. And Looney said, not you on the phone putting Larry on. Yeah, somebody need to tell him, Looney. Somebody need to tell him. He over here buying TVs and paying rent on houses and such. He need to go handle that boy. Brooke need to find her somebody a whole lot better. Cheryl already called Pernell. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you called Pernell. I had to get to Larry. Pernell got that truck. I'm just saying, be on the back of one of them beds. Larry don't involve Bethany and Brooks affair with her little friend. Yeah, don't involve Bethany at all. Don't involve her, because Bethany is the kind, all she gonna do, it may not even be in Brooks' mind to go do it, but she will piss Brooke off so bad that would make Brooke go do it. Hey, Marquisa. Larry go to Char's house with them white beater shirt and them blue. Yeah, go on over there. Go on over there in that right there. I bet he won't stand in front of Char sitting nowhere with that on. Not Shara. Marquisa said, well, damn it, if I knew we could call Larry, I would have been on the phone. Sheila Johnson say, Larry gonna tell Luggs, aka Bethany, before Shar, and that would be mad disrespectful. Shar needs to know because Shar trusts that LOL Pecker and leaves them alone too much. She does. But he didn't know she didn't know he was at the house the other night. She didn't know he was there. They brought Isaiah over there after Shar was gone. Ayana, what we not gonna do is know how this game goes with these youngsters. Yeah, I know how the game goes. That's the first step to knowing how to. Hello, Deborah, thank you. That's the first thing to know how it go, because then you can circumvent it all. Play with me. I've been here before. I've been a teenager. And a teenager I was. Michael Boston says, I believe the twins put Isaac up to. Michael Boston, I'm telling you, I'll laugh when I read your comment. I believe the twins put Isaac up to jumping Brooks' bones. Isaac reminds me of Larry. I call him Little Larry. I think he's worse than Larry. I think he's more of a he's a Wayne. He's a Wayne. In terms of wanting to run, Isaiah gonna want to run women. I can look at him and tell you. The reason I'm laughing is because my husband's name actually is Isaiah, y'all. And so my mom and dad, they good Christian people, always in their Bible, Sunday school teacher, ministers, all of that. But when my husband come around, they always say, where's Isaiah? Where Isaiah at? I'm like, his name Isaiah. For whatever reason, where's Isaiah? Where's Isaiah? I'm like, Daddy, that is not my husband's name. So when I saw you say Isaac, that just made me think of that. Made me laugh. This lady D says, Sister Yana, you scream the same words at the same time. Isaiah tried it. I told you my BS alarm is loud when he is in the room. I don't trust that little boy. I ain't never trusted him. Now I gave her credit for being a little tender mama with like first kiss and all that. But your first kiss ain't gotta be with the person that you finna marry either. They just in teenage land. They just in high school. Bethany will. Yep. She sure will, Marquisa. Lady D says Bethany will only make it about how right she was instead of trying to speak to Brooke about the situation. Exactly. And it shouldn't be her no way. It's time that everything dealing with Brooke be between Brooke and Shar. It don't need to be between Brooke and what you call her mama done now. Deborah Barner's daughter, her granddaughter. Cause we've been having some grown people conversation. So you might not want to be on here, Neville. Stay safe and don't be doing that you got no business doing. Bethany would throw up in Char's face if Brooke made that mistake. Yes, she would. She would blame it on her. Cheryl, you are absolutely right. She would find a way to blame her. Marquise says Char also didn't know Brooke is being sneaky, and I hope Char picks up on Brooke's little charges. Her little changes that she gonna start showing as a mother that raised two daughters, both so different. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Sherry. If that little bitty pet got you going like that, he wouldn't last two minutes. He would blow after 2 seconds. For real, y'all. What Michael Boston at? He'll tell you. Sheila Johnson says the real question, not to get off chat, but chat. When is the Montana trip? It's 26th of January. I got bandages for Loves. Bethany. You got bandages for? I know. Well, I think I really do believe the trip was supposed to have happened this weekend, but we supposed to have a snowstorm now, and they were canceling flights out of Atlanta. So because they did get sleet at the airport, they got sleet and ice at the airport. And right now we are still below freezing. We are not above freezing right now in at least in my part of Atlanta. And I know we're not above freezing right now. We just made it above freezing. We just made it to 33 degrees. But now I want to say they may move it to this weekend coming up. But guess what, y'all? People have been clowning about this snowstorm. I'm going to switch subjects real quick. People have been making little comments and cracking little jokes about this snowstorm, right? But the thing is, this snowstorm or sleet or ice or whatever this one event is, there's another one coming right behind it. And this is what I had told my husband. I said, all the other major ice storm events that have occurred in the past, I'm going to say 20 years. Okay. Each one, there was something that happened minor. They made a big deal out of it and it was minor. Then right behind it was when the big stuff happened. It happens the same way like the hurricanes. It's almost like it's like a weather test run. And this one coming behind, this one's supposed to be worse because this one right now we still cold. We below freezing every day. There's one that's supposed to dip further south. And in this one, all of Georgia is in blue. All of South Carolina is in blue. All of North Kakalaki is in blue. I'm just saying. So I think this one's going to dip even further south. Okay, so let's get back to the comments. Cheryl, because she will never take blame for that portion of raising her. No, she will not. Definitely will never take. Yep, most likely it's probably good infos over in Montana. Let me look up Montana weather. What part of Montana they going to? In Billings, Montana, right now, it is 29 degrees. And the high today is only going to get to be 36. The low was 16. But they're saying this next storm behind this one is going to be in a negative. And it's supposed to dip very low down even into Florida. Marquisa says, I think they put the trip out due to the weather so they could go to the house and see the baby instead of the hospital, do the cut up and can hit better. Yep. So the cut up can hit better. I think so. Char better have a sex talk with Brooke, especially about birth control. I think a sex talk may have already been had with Brooke. Y'all have to think about it. Brooke is like 17, 18 years old. And Char still has been in her life. So she may not know. Her thing may be she don't know where to go get certain stuff. You understand what I'm saying? She may not know where she can go and get stuff that she would need or how to prepare. But the birds and the bees talk, I think she probably already has had, and also the maybe not the birth control talk, but I mean they have health. If she's taking in the health class, they talk about it in the health class that the kids have now. So she ain't totally oblivious. But every time he tried me, I'd be like, "My period on, my period on, my period on." And he'd be like, every time you say something, your period on. Yep, it's on today. I'm a constant bleeder. Michael Boston says, for him to approach Brooke about taking their relationship to another level after one kiss, he's being dared or coached by his friends. Thank you, Michael. That's what I believe. I think it's the twins. I think it's them. My question is, yeah, because they say we might get snow flurries in Houston. Yep. This event is supposed to be, and they say it's supposed to be worse than this one that they was anticipating. They really didn't do that. It's always one that come behind that one that's worse. Deborah says the writer need to have it so that Shar to talk to Brooke and Destiny regarding raincoat STDs when she ready for the peel. All that. Okay. Luna says Jaden has been in the snow this whole time. Hey, Michelle Barnes, how are you? Michael Boston said the city of Montana is called Don't Want Bethany Avenue. Winter Storm Fern was to keep Bethany out of Montana. Hey, Yvette, how are you? Cheryl says, even here in Vegas at night, it's been cold. Last night, it was 48. Yup. Child. Sheila Johnson says, Ayana, your commentary be good and real talk. I thank you. Well, thank you so much, Sheila Johnson. Sheila, I think that was you that commented. Let me go see if I can pull it up. Yeah, Sheila is the, you said, Ayana, you look like the mad granny when he said, what's next? Yeah, I look like that because I'm a mad mama. I got a 16-year-old daughter. Don't play with mine like that. Don't play with mine. Cause see, it's different from where it was when we were like in high school and stuff. And let's face it, most people have their first encounter. Either they're gonna be in high school or fresh out of high school, like going off to college. Okay. It's almost like it's a rite of passage. We can talk about this whole thing, oh, say yourself to your marriage or whatever. The reality of the situation, if this is a utopian society, stuff would be that way. Okay. But it's not. So you gotta be real. Gotta keep it real and have real conversations, right? And Sheila, we got eyes on them hands too. But here's the thing. It's all in how you sell it. If you come in hot, like Bethany would do, it's gonna be much worse. And Larry don't even need to tell her. I want to give y'all an example of how Bethany would do. You remember when Brooke came home hurt and they realized it was Isaiah and Bethany. She trusted Beth, open enough to Bethany to tell her, right? To tell Bethany what was going on. When Larry found out, Larry was gonna cut the fool. Bethany was able to calm him down. Like, look, just leave it alone. Let her. She needs a moment. Just let her have her peace. Don't go in there because you're not gonna go in there. Bethany had the foresight and the common sense for that. Reverse those roles. Now it's Larry upset and telling Bethany. Instead of Bethany leaving it alone and letting Larry handle it, she would go and try to handle it herself and mess everything up. Nikki says, at this point, they just need to FaceTime that the baby has come. That's what I'm thinking. Just FaceTime it. Because now we all excited about Montana, and it don't look like we're going to get no Montana trip. Shoot, go up in the Georgia mountains and pretend that y'all in Montana. Well, you can't go up there now because it's all froze up there, but you know what I'm saying. Pretend like the Georgia mountains is Montana. I finally made it home after being at work since Saturday. At least I had my own room. Yvette, how you was at work since Saturday? You got snowed in at work? Girl. My quiz said to start a rumor and Destiny gets in trouble. Looks how the attention is on Destiny. A little Duchess calling the school and not Shara or Larry. Make that make sense. I think Duchess may have reached out to the school before. And I also think Bethany and her shenanigans have made Duchess be a little bit more active. Plus, Larry almost let it leak that they pretty much tricked Destiny into coming to Atlanta, right? And also, y'all, they had to get a skit in there. They made such a big deal about Duchess working at Harold's. they had to put a skit in there about the trending topic that's out there now with Harold's CEO passing away yesterday. So they had to get it into the skit some kind of way. They had to take advantage of that for the SEO. Cheryl says he was disrespectful bringing that up to Brooke. He need to go ask Hope or Faith. They'll do it. Probably already have, as Bethany always says. Just saying, well, I got to get to a clock. A stop clock is right twice a day, and he probably has. It's the reason why he can't just let them girls go. Because I ain't never seen that dude is a basketball player. Why he ain't with his basketball player friends? He spend more time with Faith and Hope than he do with his boys. That don't make sense. Did you all notice that Bethany trying to show off her little weight loss when talking to Destiny? I noticed that. And I gotta be honest, I wish if they're trying to show off that Bethany has lost weight, and you look at Bethany then and Bethany now. See, if I lost as much weight as she's already lost, look at her. You can say whatever, you call me fat, you can say whatever you want to say about me. When I step out, I'm gonna step out like I'm a new me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hard enough to handle now. Because she looked darn good if you think about it. But it's the way that she continues to dress the character. Them jeans and that t-shirt, that looked nice on her. All she needed to add was a cute blazer, a scarf, or some necklaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, dress her up. Because she got to compete with Shara. I'm sorry, but if I'm trying to compete with somebody for my husband's attention, and I want to make sure, number one, I ain't going to bed no front and behind clothes. I'm not going to be walking around the house looking like front Master B. I'm not doing that. Who? Lunatic Looney says she's going to blame the nose ring and the bummer. She'll feel vindicated in saying Shara is a poor influence. Yes, she will. Sheila says, yeah, I remember that skit, but Luggs already projected pregnancy on Brooke, and that made me mad then. But I'm in Ohio. If Isaiah pulls his pec, I had to fuck that one back in. Girl, Sheila, I already texted to you, girl. I already texted to you. So you can go and call the number. Go and call the number. See, I think what they're doing is gearing up for when Brooke turns 18. Because at that point, once she turns 18, I think there can't be any possible social media legal ramifications for having that character go there. That makes sense. How do you think about the principal calling Destiny mother? I like it. I think he was smart, and I said it I thought I said it in my reaction. Deborah, I actually think it was smart that he called Duchess. I think he knows Duchess is not there. She made it clear she in Chicago. I think he may even know why the girl is staying down there with her uncle. So with that, I do appreciate him calling her, because if he had called Bethany there or Larry there, Larry would have told Bethany. You understand what I'm saying? That would have put Bethany in the flow. And I didn't think it needed to be Bethany. It needed to be Duchess so they could get that Harold's rest in peace part in there, right? Then the other part of it too, it doesn't matter that Duchess is in Chicago and Destiny down there, somebody else saying about her. If you want to build a relationship with the principal, if Duchess as her mother wants to build a relationship with the principal and tells the principal what really is going on, which I can only assume that's what will happen, I'm not surprised he would call Duchess and let Duchess know. Now, if it's something more pressing where he's gotta talk to a legal guardian or whatever, I would hope that he would call Shara first. That's it, Marquise. She need to put on some clothes that show her curves off. Yvette said, I work at a hotel. My chef and head of security told me that I was not going anywhere. They didn't want me on the news. Baltimore is bad. I'm glad they told you were going to stay your butt right there. And at least you had a hotel room you could stay in. You weren't like just sleeping in the kitchen. And not saying it, but you know what I mean. Because some people, when they have to stay in their office, they kind of have to make pallets on the floor and stuff. At least there was a room for you. I appreciate that they did that to keep you safe. I really do. Cheryl, the principal called Duchess because Destiny would tell him what was going on, and Destiny keeps saying, "I'm not a snitch." Right. That was the purpose, because she said there's a previous skit that I didn't react to where he was trying to get her to tell him. I think the principal is trying to protect Destiny. When you look at Destiny, you can tell Destiny is not a bad child. You can tell Brooke is not a bad child. The problem that the principal has with Brooke is the big behind mouth stepmama she got, and that old weak daddy she got. With Destiny, I think he knows that Hope and Faith are a problem. I think he's trying to keep Destiny out of trouble. I think the principal knows, because teachers and administrators, they talk. I think he knows that they are a bigger problem than what some people present, than what they present themselves. Yup. She need to come out with a bang. She need to do something. No, the weight loss ain't gonna change who she is. I'm just saying that if the weight loss really shouldn't change who nobody is unless it gives you more confidence. What I'm saying is, if I were Bethany and had if I were Bethany and I had lost that much weight, the more my figure start to show, the more my figure gonna show. You understand what I'm saying? The more I'm gonna be like, I'm down 50 pounds, baby. You can't say nothing to hurt me. And I'm still going. See, the thing is, once you start losing weight, when people start calling you fat, that shouldn't hurt you, because they don't know where you came from. They just seeing you where you at now, and they don't know you. They just know they don't know where you came from. See, in this case, Shara know where Bethany came from, but Bethany's still dressing frumpy. Bethany sound like she got a problem with Shara. Shara ain't stunned her. Yep, Tania, she gonna be looking good for her boyfriend. You right. When she see JT, because she ain't seen JT yet. She don't know JT done lost his weight. They do need to stop treating her as like she's a bad guy. But I think the principal knows she's not a bad guy. That's just me, because the way he handled it. Brooke and Isaiah need to be talking about college instead of doing the do. Now, Cheryl, let's be realistic, sis. Me and you, we talking about doing the do. Why you think some hormonal teenagers ain't gonna talk about doing the do? It's like you asking them to be more mature than what they are. They gonna talk about that. When Brooke turns 18, I can see Larry and Shar going back and forth with his sidekick that puts the battery in his back. Marquisa, you funny. Marquisa, honey child, don't matter looks. Okay, Bethany cut up and Montana neck gonna slim her right on. Yeah, she finished up and losing that weight. Put it down there in one of them caves and don't let out for about 2 weeks. She'll be even more slim down. That's what I said, Cheryl. When Isaiah asked Brooke what's next, I said college application. Oh, Deborah says, I don't care what Bethany wears. Once she opens her mouth, says, of course it's done. I'm talking about just what my personal flex would be. As you all start to see my face change, my body change, my skin clear back up, because my skin had got real clear and pretty when I started doing this. But the flu got me. When y'all start seeing me changing, y'all gonna be sick of me. Sick of me. Bethany is not going to change her look, because if she changed her appearance, she can't. You're right. She changed her look, she can't remain a victim. You're absolutely right. Isaiah went straight to after prom behavior, and he didn't ask her to prom. I know. Like, what you done did? What you like, dude? What you done did for me? Better yet, Brooke need to ask, can I see your driver's license and your social security card? If I can't get a copy of your driver's license and your social security card, I'm sorry, sir. And I need the original. Because see, if in the moment you call yourself get me knocked up, we're gonna handle this real quick. Where your license? I look, child support. Here's information. Here go his address. Here go his mama name. Here go his license. And then too, if you ain't got no driver's license, you don't need to be trying to screw nobody. You can't take me to buy a steak. How you gonna? And I say a steak because look, my daughter is used to my 16-year-old daughter. She used to eat steaks. Her father makes her steaks. Her brothers give her whatever she wants. She down to earth, but she's spoiled too. Anybody deal with my daughter, they're gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem because she's been treated well her whole life. So they can't impress her with no steak dinner. They can't impress her with no lobster. Shoot, she had that for her 13th birthday. She had surfing her. They ain't gonna be able to impress her like that. That principal Ben knew how hope and faith acts, and their mother does too. Everyone makes excuses for hope and faith. Yup, just like they make excuses for Bethany. At this point, let Bertha cheat so they can get divorced. I'm pleasant, plump, plus size, twice old. But I think I am that's it, Deborah Edwards. Look, I know I am, because when I go out, I'm gonna be cute. Cheryl. Cheryl said she want to see Larry have drinks with his fine friend. Well, Cheryl, you should have told me that, because I could have made that number 5 on the request. That he need to bring his fine friend around more often. Yvette said, had my first child at 17 and he will be 48 tomorrow. Oh. I mean, it ain't, hey, so look, my daddy said this to me. Because they were disappointed in me. And I was in college. I was a senior in college about to graduate when I got pregnant with my oldest son. And my dad was like, I'm disappointed, but I don't hate you. And I'm like, I know you want to come get the car. He said, why would I get the car? You need the car now more. You need more than you ever needed it. So I'm like, bet. But I didn't take that. I didn't go out and start and have more babies behind that one. The next babies I had was with my husband. Michael Boston says, I think Larry has a side piece because he disappears and getting freaky at home is never in the cards for Bethany. She's tried to make innuendo insinuations, but it just don't flow. And like I said, but me and Cheryl saw if we reacting to it, I don't see how Bethany didn't react to it. I'm just saying. Wait a minute, I missed a comment. I'm on the big O injection. I've lost 30 pounds. You know I'm prancing around. Gone, Cheryl. I need to call my insurance, see if they're gonna go and let me get that Wegovy. Michael, that's interesting that you think he has a side piece because he disappears and getting freaky at home is never in the cards. Nancy says, my daughter too, she ate. That's what I'm saying. Look, and my daughter got her dad at the house. So when she got a granddaddy that gives her stuff. She got an amplifier. She got a guitar. She's supposed to be getting an electric guitar. She loves vintage stuff, but she ain't never, even when time get hard. I mean, can't nobody they can't impress her by trying to like bribe her with something. Her brother got a whole tattoo on his arm that his sister keeper. His second tattoo was about his sister. Y'all don't understand how serious that is. And then her other brother, the grown one, the show enough grown one, that's the teacher. He is a nut job too. So they don't play about their baby sister. My husband don't play about his daughter. So somebody trying to come and present something to her, it just ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And that's how it's supposed to be. I remember my granddad told me, if I ain't got it and your dad ain't got it, you don't need it. And that stuck with me, and I'm good at grown now. Sheriff, you can call him back and tell him for me. Hold on. Let me call him real quick. Hello? Hey, Larry. Sheriff want me to tell you. Man, no, like you know what Sheriff we talking about. You know who we talking about. Well, I don't understand why we do this all the time when you want to play these games like you don't know who I'm talking about when I be talking to you about these people. You know who we talking about. Do I need to send Looney and Marquise there to handle you? Because you know my mods don't play about me. Okay, so now Cheryl would like for you to make sure you caught to the thing with the jump pants, them blue ones now. Make sure them blue ones. But also she said you need to bring your fine friend on a little bit more often, because she need to see more of him. I think that'll get your numbers up too. Yeah, bring your fine friend back. You got any more fine friends? We need to bring them on too. I think you need to have a guy's day out at a cigar lounge or something. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad. Do what she asked you to do. That's all I'm saying, and you won't have no problems. Or I will call Bethany and tell Bethany about you co-signing for Shar rental. I will tell you. Hold on, we got another request. Oh, and Marquisa said she need to see you on the front porch ASAP because she need to have a sit down with Bethany. And Lady D, she on the way. Like ain't nobody playing. Yeah. Oh, wait. They want you to treat us at Amber Restaurant. Yeah. Okay. All right. Long as you understand, we need a date. You need to call us with a date. Don't let us have to call you back with a date. You're gonna have problems. Okay. All right. Okay, Larry. I'm live. I gotta go. Bye. Okay, y'all. I think he understand the mission. We gave him more than one job though, but he should understand the mission. He said he was writing it all down. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're welcome. Nikki said, I've been saying Larry got a side piece because of the phone call a while back. I had said that too. Like I thought, I think Larry might have a little something on the side going on. We just don't know nothing about it. It's possible. Anything is possible in skit land. The side piece could have been Lynette. I don't think it's Lynette though. That right, Marquisa. Ain't no more warnings. Ain't no more warnings. He need to go and get it together. Cause we tired of him playing. Like Larry keep playing our faces. He keep playing our faces. And we don't have time for all that no more. Okay, y'all. I got a question to ask y'all. What Nancy at? Nancy be the scratcher on here. Nancy, how come you ain't tell us that Dawn wasn't going that Sonny wasn't going nowhere? So Sonny suddenly decided to stay. She suddenly don't need no more family support for her and her autistic child. Because she let it drop that she wasn't going nowhere. And then said, if you know, you know. So, and now all of a sudden she popping back up in these skits. What's up with that? Because I'm really looking forward to be gone. If there's another woman, then it's torn between the side and Shara. If there's another woman, then he's torn between the side piece and Shara. I think Shara is getting all his money. I don't think the side piece is getting his money. I think Shara is getting all his money. And if he do have a side piece, it's probably another white woman. To be perfectly honest, cause they be clueless. They don't investigate stuff like we do. They just don't. They just go along. They just go along to get along to me. She said on TikTok she was leaving. Maybe they paid them up. That they may have, but I know on Facebook, I think it was yesterday, she posted she wasn't going nowhere. If you know, you know. And it looked like she was on set. He may have. Maybe they realized that people were wanting her to stay. And let me just say this. The storyline, I'm going to say the storyline because I'm not sick of Wayne. I'm not sick of Wayne Coleman. But that storyline with Lauren and Wayne and them trying to put Lauren and Wayne together on Tamara, I ain't feeling it. Either let Tamara go on back over there with D and do her thing with D and let Wayne continue to hold around with all these different women, or take us out the group chat. Because it's clear he finna cheat on her. And by the look of the sister's face when Tamara was talking to her, she know, because she warned him, don't look, man, don't do that girl like that. Y'all know if y'all remember that, but there was a skit where the sister told him, don't do her like that. She a good girl. Do not play with her like that. It's almost like she gave him the same warning that Coca gave Anthony about Amber at that front door. Michael Boston said, on a real tip, Bethany is a turnoff. No man or woman don't want to hear negativity from morning to evening and over. Like she did with that house. Like she went on about that house for a whole day and a half in skit time. I'm sick of that shenanigans. So they paid her more money so Dominique can play in her face. Guess you gotta go do whatever is necessary. I don't think she's gonna end up sharing Mike with her. She got her own place. She don't have to stay with Mike. Yes, Marquisa, the storyline is trash. And they should have never put Dom in that weird behind storyline. It got weird when she had Rashad feasting on her when she felt like being feasted on. Michelle Barnes said, not as long as she friends with Shayla. Nance said, Wayne is a 304. Yep. Yes, Marquisa. Yes. Bethany is a nag. Yep. And I believe Michael Boston is right. No man want to deal with that. You see, Michael Boston, correct me if I'm wrong. Real men. Real good grown men. Real good grown men. If you can cook, if the poodle is good, pool nanny is good, and if you, when I say be his piece, I don't mean like Anthony say be his piece, but if you can like just, when he come home, he got to come home, nobody nagging him, and he have a place to like just really rest. He don't care if you a big girl or not. Now, granted, everybody got their own thing they attracted to, but a lot of these men out here acting like you got to be a perfect size 6 or a perfect size 2. That's they on some bull. I mean, and you don't see a lot of big chicks, good big chicks. You don't see a lot of them out here by themselves. Nancy Anthony don't want to be with Shayla. He just wants to keep access to her. That's it. That's all. That's it. He just wants access to her. He wants to win. Just like Rolanda. He didn't really want Rolanda when he stood up at her wedding. He just didn't like the fact that access to her was going to be cut off. Same way with Amber. What made Anthony go back to Amber was 2 things. On that Jamaica trip, he saw 3 things. He saw Chase and Candace and a good marriage. He also realized Shayla was expecting to be proposed to, and he didn't want to marry Shayla. And when he realized that Amber had her own thing going on, and he just didn't know what it was, that made him want her back, because he realized that if she moved on, his access to her would be cut off. He don't like to lose access and control. Child, what you talking about? Larry don't never have a non-nagging day. Never. That's all right, D Brown. Good afternoon, girlfriend. Good afternoon. The money. Yep, and the money. That was the fourth thing. Thank you, Nancy, for reminding me. Yes, you're right, Nancy. Jesus ain't popping on there anymore. Michael Boston said we all start at one size, then that size changed. Yep. We all start at one size. When they call it the Energizer, but talking about on Bourbon Street. Shayla always dressed half naked. That ain't cute. Which good girl did he cheat on? You talking about Erica? Because it wasn't Sarah. Sarah is not a good girl. What skits is unacceptable? Yep, he cheated on a few good girls. I feel like Amber was a really good opportunity for Wayne. Okay. I feel like Amber was a really good opportunity for Wayne to tell a different story. And I think Wayne also missed an opportunity with Erica. I actually want D Brown says I actually want Anthony to get back with Shayla. Then he will get the woman he deserves. If Amber isn't the woman he wants, he needs to leave her alone. That is true. And to me, he keeps playing in Amber's face, but now Amber is enabling him to play in her face. Michelle Barnes says that's the summary for Anthony, and he is a freak, fantasize about Shayla and Amber keeping his baby. Oh, I think he would definitely see y'all. I think Wayne is low key introducing a whole polyamorous, polygamy, or sister wives scenario. I think he is slowly introducing that. If you look at all of these skits, including the one that we love to follow with Bethany and them, you have something similar to a sister wives dynamic or a side chick dynamic. That's right. It ain't about size, it's about mentality. And Bethany's mentality and attitude makes her ugly. No, when him and Shar was having breakfast at the Waffle House, Shar said, "You know your wife, she's always fussing." And Larry made that comment. Yep, she is always fussing. But when he said Energizer Bunny, I don't think he meant sexually. I think Energizer Bunny when it comes to just being a nag. She don't know how to stop. Michael Boston says you should have a happy time, mainly in your fun place, the bedroom. I get it. They can burn them skits to the ground. I don't even know why he's still on there. Yep, Wayne told him not to cheat. I don't think he playing a Shayla face. I think he playing an Amber face. Oh yeah, okay. I think it just popped up, Nancy. I'm sorry. Yvette says Amber and Wayne would have been a good power couple. Exactly. They would have been a great power couple. Because Payar liked to drink too much. He could have reached power couple status fast with Amber, and second was Erica. Right. She always fussing on 10. She don't know how to shut up. What's up, Christopher Sims? Wayne, Christopher Sims, are you Christopher or are you Beverly? Because in the email you sent me, it said Beverly. So are you female or male? Wayne is Wayne. His weakness is women. He said that. I think you're right. Too many polygamy references. It's way too many. It's way too many. Even in the Chase skit. Even in it with Maggie and what you call it. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna give y'all a biblical example of a sister wife scenario. And these actually were sister wives. Okay. In the story, because I did a shine experience on this. The shine experience used to be something I did where I would like have little women's circles and we would talk about different things, but I would share a Bible verse, a Bible story in there. I would make it modern. I wouldn't like read the scripture from King James. I would read the scripture, study it, tell the story, and I would tell the story like what's happening now, right? So in the story of Rachel and Leah, right? Isaac went through all of this so that he could get his wife, right? Rachel. He had to go through all this stuff all around the world. And you have concubines. It wasn't Isaac. It was Jacob. He had to go through all these things. Because Jacob is Israel. Okay. So Jacob trying to get his wife, he had to go to his cousin, relative, uncle. Sometimes it depends on. Do I have a what kind of channel, Nikki? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I got you. Okay, Christopher. You sent it from your wife's email. Cause I'm like, I don't know what to say. Beverly or Christopher. I wanted to send something. I'm like, Anyway, sorry about that, Christopher. Thank you so much. Anyway, so Jacob got to go through all these changes, right? To try to get his wife. So he has to commit to working for this man 7 years. At the end of 7 years, the man tricked him again and he had to do another 7 years. When he finally said it's enough, you done promised me his wife. And the one he was supposed to be marrying was Leah, the beautiful one, right? But ended up marrying the sister because uncle again tricked him again. Because one sister, the older sister is the one that should have got married, but he ended up getting the younger sister. I think, yeah. Anyway, so he had all these concubines. He ended up leaving with the wife, the sister that he actually married, which wasn't the one he was supposed to originally marry. And then the one he was supposed to be married went as her handmaiden, which turned out to be his concubine as well. So imagine how she was feeling. This supposed to be my husband, but my dad done set it up so my sister ended up marrying him. He upset because he in love with this one right here who was supposed to be his wife, but the uncle screwed him over and tricked him into marrying this other one. So now he got to look at both of them, and this one's supposed to be his wife, but this other sister is the one he wants. So now he goes and he gets this sister, married this sister, then the other sister. Then he has some concubines. So you got all these women at play. All of them end up getting pregnant. And out of those women, you end up with the 12 tribes of Israel. How about that? Ain't that something? So you got, in this story, you got deception from the onset. You got slavery. You got a whole sister wife scenario because you got the concubines, right? Then you got two sisters going at over the same man. Okay. Not friends. I'm talking about blood sisters. In that one story. So my shine experience, and if y'all want me to, ladies, I'll create a shine experience around that so y'all can get the full experience of it. But the shine experience was like, for women, it was like, see how important, needed, and exceptional you are. Because even these are the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So even the ones that were just lowly concubines, as you know, like they the lowest on the totem pole, they still got a mention because they ended up giving birth to one or two or three of the tribes. Even the sister that wasn't supposed to be married, she got wife status. The one that was originally supposed to be married, she got side chick status. And then you got side chicks of side chicks. Ain't it so? The Bible a whole mess. But guess what? And when I say mess, I don't mean like the Bible trash and nothing like that. What I'm saying is, if you go read a lot of those Old Testament stories, boy, you be like, wait, that's going on now. Because in the word, God saying nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You just got a different and more modern version in today's age of looking at it. Ain't that something? Okay, so anyway, no Bible talk. Shara has her own hustle. So when, well, let me back up. I got to go back to the Bible real quick. So when Wayne say Jesus is popping, if you look at some of the stuff going on in some of these Wayne skits, you can find some of that same stuff, some of those similar scenarios in the Bible. We don't want to accept it, but those scenarios have existed throughout life. Just saying. Shar has her own hustle. She knows what to do and get her way, especially with Larry. Oh, she definitely know what to do. I don't have any sympathy for Amber. Her eyes are open wide shut. She sees and knows everything Anthony has done, yet she lets him make a maid and a mattress out of her. Girl, D Brown, you are so right. Question: do you have a crochet knit? No, I did not have a crochet knitting channel. I have a channel. It's called For Jewelry Lovers now. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me check. That's the one I'm getting ready to monetize. It's called For My Jewelry Lovers. I think. Yep. And so on that channel, I made jewelry. I used to have some sewing videos on there too. I took those off because I want this channel to be all about just jewelry making. But no, I didn't have one on for knitting and crochet. Mm-mm. You all right, girl. I knew what you meant. Dang, Cheryl, they're gonna leave me hanging, girl. Bye. Bye, girl. Bye. I'm just playing. Be safe. Take care, Cheryl. I'm sure Cheryl has a meeting or something, so it's all good. Anyone with 10 children and 5 baby mamas, you have to take their view of life and family with a grain of salt. Why would anyone take Wayne's point of view as gospel? Because people are expecting his point of view to be. If you want to subscribe to it, I'll send it to you. Hold on a second. I think because he says Jesus is popping, I think they're expecting it to be one of those religious channels, and it's not. That's more Wayne's testimony than anything else. But did he lie though? Jesus is popping. Wayne just may not be showing the way people want him to show it. Amber is her own worst enemy. Her mouth and telling too much personal business allows the enemy to keep her in bondage. She speaks about God, joy in the world, and is the best fit now. But her mouth. There's a thing that they said move in silence. And there's some proverbs on talking too much. There's some proverbs on talking way too much. Now, let me tell y'all what I think is getting ready to happen. Shayla has said she wants to be a wife. She has asked her ex-friend, who she cheated on her with her husband. She asked that friend, did she think she would be a good wife? One that's super screwed up, but whatever. Watch her start to cling to Amber more. Watch her start to try to like build a new updated relationship with Amber. One, that I think they've been wanting to put these two friends back together, first of all. Two, I think they think it's going to make a great storyline that everybody's going to want, but everybody don't want that. I'll tell you that right now. Everybody don't want that. But that's what's about to happen. They finna put these two together. We got 52 people watching. I don't know how many likes we got, but as you come in, please hit that like button. And if you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We sure would. She would be a fool, but I'm telling you, that's what they're trying to do. I think Shayla is going to start trying to cling to Amber again, because she thinks now that Amber has forgiven her, they all good. She's going to try to clean the Amber again so she can understand how Amber got somebody like Anthony. But I don't think Shayla wants Anthony back. Shayla now wants Iman. Iman can do more for Shayla than Anthony can. I think if she gets hurt enough, thank you, Nancy. If she gets hurt enough, Nancy, I think she will try again. The question is, will Anthony cheat? Let me see, what's this? And if Amber let that snake back in and she bite her again, go exactly. Good for her. Because see, I would have forgiven her, but just because I forgive you don't mean that we finna be hanging out. We ain't finna be best buddies no more. And Shayla can't make the distinction. She can't make the distinction. She's not emotionally mature for that. She's not. Answer. Sharp. Michael Boston says, answer. Shar knows Larry's heart and physical attraction towards her. I believe she feels the same. Larry has to show her that he's for real before the attraction takes place. Yes. Larry's got to show that he's for real. He's going to have to make a real big effort to get with Shar. You good, Deborah? We still talking. I ain't decided to hop off yet. Yes, thank you, Lady D. 50 people on the front porch, 18 likes. Y'all hit that like button. Please hit the like button. I think Wayne means that Jesus popping as relates to how he acquired his success and wealth. That's it. That's what I've been telling people, D. Brown. Wayne puts a lot of emphasis on money and acquisitions. Yes. Wayne also tells people Wayne is not gatekeeping how he came to success. He's not He tells testimony about how he was in the streets, how he switched it up. He tells his testimony about what he did. I don't know if y'all remember their video of Faison. Even now, Faison loves him. He don't believe he making that money. He ain't making that money on no social media. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing that. Faison out here struggling, but Wayne doing what he doing. And Wayne, in his interviews, Wayne tell you what he did. When people told him to get off Facebook, he was like, nah, I ain't finna get off Facebook yet. He had got on Instagram at one point, but I think he came off to a degree. But he stayed on Facebook. He made YouTube and Facebook his thing. His first spot was Facebook. Then he got on YouTube and he blew up. People telling him, ain't nobody on Facebook like that. Ain't nobody on Facebook like that no more. But his audience is still on Facebook. He said he ain't got on at the time of the interview with Shannon Sharp. He said he had not gotten on TikTok yet because they ain't showed him the money. Facebook done showed him the money. And it's easy to get monetized on Facebook. I just got monetized. I don't have my full monetization yet, but I'm monetized on my main Facebook page, and I just got monetized on the Ayana Innocent chat page. So if you follow if you take your reaction bit, or even if you plan to make skits of your own, which I do at some point, if you take that and follow just the core outline for how he said he did it, you're gonna reach some modicum of success. Real simple. I mean, ain't no other way to put it. So yeah, Jesus is popping. And watch her want Amber's life still, and watch her go after Ant again. And Ant is on the edge. Ant will definitely go back. Ant want to win. If he can win, if he can feel like he's won something against Iman, who is a bigger alpha male than him, who is more alpha male than Anthony, if he can mount Shayla again, he will feel he won. But the only thing is, that's all Iman needs is a distraction. Because Iman don't really want Shayla. He want Delicia. Yep, he said maybe he should have married Shayla. And Ben looking at him like, dude, what are you talking about? Looney says, listen to Looney, y'all. Listen to Looney. We need 10 subscribers to reach our 2,000 milestone. If you've been hanging out with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Current subscribers and members are appreciated. Yes, you are. I didn't miss the skits. I just didn't react to them. Ayana, did you miss the skits? Either Ben and Anthony? Yes, I saw those skits. And Anthony's a fool. Because why are you telling this man this? He just told his wife about you hiding money from your current wife. And you done got caught up. Now you're going to go tell this man about you thinking about Shayla? And you don't think this man might tell his wife that? Because you ain't heard Amber. She ain't said nothing. Amber ain't said nothing to Danielle. And Amber ain't said nothing to nobody else recently about her thinking about Wayne. Not nobody she couldn't trust. Yes, Shar tries to honor Larry's marriage. She does. I don't know how much longer she gonna do it though, because Bethany getting on her last nerve. Christopher Sims said if Shayla gets hurt by Iman, she will double back. She said to Amber again, I fell in love with your husband. She would definitely kick Amber out that house and move right on in with her son. Yes, she would. She sure would. You said a mouthful because she would. D. Brown says Faison is jealous and a hater. Why does he care how much is Wayne's pockets? Another example of someone showing self-hate while attacking someone in their own community. You know what? That I thought about that, D. Brown, and the other thing I thought about too. I think the older side of Gen X and even the boomers, which y'all are more, the boomers that are on here are more, I'm gonna say hip boomers. And Gen X is on here is more hip Gen X. Faison is Gen X. I think the issue is they're so used to something working one way that when the change comes, they don't know how to take advantage of the opportunity. I see that in the industry that I'm in for a while. Me and one of my friends, my friend in Paris, were talking about that. To stay relevant in your industry, you have to stay on top of the new and the latest things that come out so you can see how those things can help you. Rest his soul, David, I can't remember David's last name, but it's a comedian. He was popping for a long time. He got on the internet and he started popping, running them skits. He included his fat wife. He would say, damn, you know, or whatever. That would be his end thing. That was his thing. He ended up with a Netflix special. I think he did 2 Netflix specials, and then he died. He passed away. I don't say he passed away, what now? Maybe like 2 years ago now. He knew how to take the internet and now turn it into something else. Someone like a Denzel Washington, who was not like huge on social media in terms of his own social media, him being active himself on social media. However, he does know social media helps to market his business. But he has spoken out against social media because he said the young people don't know how to do that, but be on social media. But you even see it with companies. They try to hold on to the old way instead of coming around to the new way, right? So Disney, I'm gonna use them as an example. Yeah, they make movies and stuff, but it's like they're fighting being 100% streaming. They're fighting that. But if I have to go to the movie theater or sit in my house where I can eat all the snacks I want, I can pay $20. I can go $20. I can buy me some popcorn. I can buy me 2 or 3 3-liter sodas. I can have me some hot dogs. I can have me some ice cream, and I can sit here and I can have me some nachos, and I can have me some pizza, and I can sit here and I can veg out while I'm streaming. Not one movie, not 2 movies, but I got a whole plethora of a vintage Disney TV or whatever I can stream, and it keeps me from going to your movie theater or from a movie theater. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna sit in my house, kick back, lounge. I ain't gotta leave my house. I ain't gotta pay no $50 for me and one person to get 2 tickets or 2 drinks and a tub of popcorn. I ain't gotta pay $50 for that, and I can do this right here in the comfort of my home. That's what I'm gonna do. But they fighting it. Even with their new releases of their movies, they fighting it. Lady D says, let's be real. Shayla's looking for a husband for high school, for high social status and open bank account. There it is. There it is. Yeah, Ben gonna tell Danielle, and Danielle gonna tell Amber, and I hope she do. I hope she do. D Brown says, was it David Craig? I keep thinking David Anthony. But I know you're talking about he was light skinned, and he started having his mama on some of his little stuff too, because she would come in town or whatever. D Brown says, have you noticed Anthony is the only man that doesn't realize the prize he has in Amber? That's why I want Anthony to be with Shayla. He won't be satisfied. That's it. That's it. And you know what, D Brown? The dude that was clowning Amber for her food and tried to say she wanted some chicken that night, that dude, even that dude right there, see the prize that Amber is. I need Amber to remember that for herself, because you know how Tamara told D when D was saying, you understand, I can get me somebody else. I can get another you. And Tamara, I like love how she handled that. Yeah, David Arnold, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't say Anthony, but David Arnold. I love me to David Arnold. It hurt me when that man died. Okay? And he wasn't even my favorite internet comedian. He was up there, but he wasn't my favorite. But I loved his content. Faison ain't putting out no content. All Faison doing is putting out hate speech. That's it. Where your podcast? Where your content? Why you over there hating on this man that's creating opportunities for people to come up? And I ain't just saying, I ain't putting Wayne on no pedestal. I'm just talking in general. Because to me, when he said it about him, it also was saying the same thing about Kev on Stage. And I think Kev on Stage is the absolute GOAT. You understand me? Kev on Stage, I would love to interview you on Ayana Innocent Chat. I am a day one. I am Stage Crew. Okay? Stage Crew member with her own platform. That's you to come on here so I can talk to you. I got your books. I got your ebook on how to grow on social media. I got all that. You and Liz. You don't have to come by yourself. Bring Liz. Bring Liz too. But yeah, so I think going back to Amber and Anthony, I think all those other people, they recognize the beauty of Amber, and they also recognize the beauty of Amber's mind. You understand what I'm saying? D Brown says, exactly, Yana. I'm always trying to teach my siblings and friends how to use technology beyond the phone, beyond the iPhone. The media keeps you informed and up to date. I'm in my 70s and try to stay on top. Look, I don't even watch my local news no more. If I catch the local news because my husband put the local news on TV, I get like my weather forecast and stuff. I get that off the internet. I watch Ryan Hall, y'all, Mr. Weatherman, because I love Mr. Weatherman, because at the end of his broadcast, he gonna give you a scripture, and then he gonna say, amen. And I was like, hey, that little white man is so funny to me. But I enjoy watching this content. I enjoy watching Ryan Hall, because to me, Ryan Hall reminds me kind of like a rock star or whether the way he stand up there and he be because clearly he be standing up and to his little microphone, like he gonna hit spit a verse or two about the weather in a minute. And then that guy, oh, he's in Jamaica. Oh, what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name. I like watching him too. Any gift or skill you got, you can take that and put it on here and turn it into something. And all you got to do, so now I'm going to give y'all a little piece of lesson. Y'all listen? All you got to do, go and research what are the most popular YouTube channels to create. What are the most popular topics on YouTube? If anything that you are interested in fits within those categories, start creating some content. You ain't got to be perfect. My lighting be jacked up in here. Like you're going to notice during the day, my lighting is just going to go. It's going to go bonkers. I still don't have my lighting. I don't have my room set up like I want to. 1 minute I'm up here in the spare room off my master bedroom. The next minute I'm downstairs in my little crafting room. Or I might be up in my upstairs crafting room. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still kind of all over the place, but I make it work for me. And y'all still chose to rock with me. You ain't got to have everything in place. You got to have everything perfect. I want to do End of the Chat podcast. I need me a mic. So at the end of February, when you two run me my check, guess what? I'm going to give me a microphone. Unless y'all want to do a GoFundMe or y'all want my cash out so y'all see me so I can get it early. But I'm going to get my little microphone. I want me like a stand microphone to connect to the computer. So when I and I already know what my End of the Chat podcast is going to be about. I already know. So, like I told y'all, I wasn't playing. I'm creating a content empire for me. I ain't even saying for my family. I'm creating a content empire for myself. Because I'm trying to show and prove to, I mean, my kids know it works. Because they like are just loving how the fact that I've carved me out of space and how and my growth, right? My husband, on the other hand, it's like, because he always asks the question like, how do people be making money? They just posting on there, how they making money? Well, he is watching and seeing in real time how content creation works. And what I'm hoping is at some point, me and him going to be creating some content together. I'm not going to rush him. I'm not going to try to force him to do it. Real simple. But if y'all got some, y'all better look. The way things going out here, Faison has played out pink hair, hard rollers, and that time has passed for him. Yeah, I mean, if he is smart, he can take it. He can take that character and turn it into something else. He can even take the character. What was that movie he was in? He was in it with what's his name? Justin Bateman. The one where they was on the island on the beach. Oh God, I can't think of the name of that movie. Couples Retreat. He can take that character that he played in Couples Retreat, and he can turn that character into into an entity. He could do that. Look at Nate Jackson. I don't know if y'all know who Nate Jackson is. Y'all, I love following comedians, all right? But look at Nate Jackson. Nate Jackson is all over social media. I love to watch his crowd work. He's taking his crowd work and turning it into something that's a draw for people coming to his shows. The other person that's done it too is oh God, Matt. I can't think of he's a white guy. Matt. He's done this well. Cute white boy, handsome thing. Person. I shouldn't call him a thing, but person. Well, Nate Jackson now is pressing shirts. He done partnered with somebody. He got a whole merch production, and then is offering merch production for other comedians. And he's got a Netflix special. You have to ride the wave as long as you can. You understand what I'm saying? Look at somebody like Jay the Fade. My husband be watching Jay the Fade, and he actually want me to react to her skits, but I just ain't like I like them. but I just ain't ready to do it yet. You know what I'm saying? Amber is now okay, Christopher Sims, let's go. Amber is now wife material. She needs an alpha male strong man to lead. Amber is gonna work. She has ambition, has God, beautiful, and can cook sometimes. I think she can cook all the time, but she needs to just buy her own ingredients from don't be trying to get them from that restaurant. That worked against her. But yeah, I get what you're saying. When I was administrator, I was appalled at the teachers that didn't have working knowledge of the computer. I started having them participate in technology training. That's what I'm saying. Like, who in this day and age don't know how to use a computer? You don't have to know how to do everything. And then the people that be talking about, and this ain't no hate, this is just a concern of mine. When they need to do something on, they could be on their device. And they be saying, I hate the computer. I can't, because they can't get something. And sometimes it be so simple. No, you need to have patience. When a baby first started learning how to walk, she crawled first. Or some of them might go on to skip that and get up and start walking. But that just may be their personality they're growing into. But most people crawl before they can walk. And even when kids first start walking, when they first start walking, they don't start out walking smooth. They have a little wobble. Their gait ain't perfect. They might fall down. But get what they do? They be having so much fun. Oh, I can do like my big brother or my big sister. I can do like my mama and my dad. I can walk. And what do they do? Once they get good at walking, there's a video of a man. So he has little girl. She coming down the steps. She holding on to the rail. He tried to get her to hold his hand. She pulled back. Because now once you get the gist of it, you can start to kind of like, look, I don't need you to hold my hand as much. And that's the kind of clients that I want. I want them I want to empower them. I can do some done for you stuff at first to get you going and help you get your brand together. But I don't want to have to hold your hand after a certain point. You should be able to pick this up and push forward. And the only time you really need to come back to me is either like, look, look what I did. Or say, hey, I'm trying to do something else. I should see when you come back to me, you should be asking me about something you're trying to do as your next step. Chris Sim says, we rock with you because of your personality and you are real. Sometimes you look mean as hell, then other times you look so sweet. I'm going to post a picture in the community area. I have always looked like this. Always. And I'll tell you, especially when I'm focused. When I'm focused, I can get a real firm look on my face. There are pictures of me as a baby where I'm sitting on the front porch. Mom just got me sitting on the front porch and taking a picture of me. And I got the meanest scowl on my face. And I was the bounciest, happiest little baby, but I just looked mean. And I would have, like, smile. I'd be riding in my car. Smile. Smile like what? You smile. Why you all up in my car? First of all. And thank you. I'm glad y'all like my personality. But yeah, so what I'm saying is if you have a dream, just do what I just suggest you do. Google what are the most popular types of YouTube channels? What are the most popular topics on YouTube? I know what they are because I researched them. Anything how to. Anything how to. Anything how to is going to be popular on YouTube. There are people that are on YouTube telling people how to do bikini waxes. Yeah. There are people on YouTube telling people how to cook. There are people on YouTube that have silent cooking channels. Carla, you should do it. Let me ask y'all a question. Serious talk. If I created a course, make it reasonably priced, And I created a course that walked you through the process of creating a YouTube channel. Very simple course. Would y'all, hold on, y'all. This is my husband. Hold on. Hey, babe, I'm on live. What's up? You can't just call him? Oh, okay. Well, you need to talk to him tomorrow then. Okay. All right. Well, let me get back to the live. I'll call you back. All right. Love you. Bye. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, so seriously though, if I did that, would some of you be interested in taking that course? That's all I want to know. Carla, I'm gonna leave it to you since you mentioned it. Answer that question. Would you be willing to take the course? And the course is not a course where you're gonna just be out there on your own. No. It will be a private group. And in that private group, you will have access to me. We will do check-ins, consultations, all that stuff. So we can get you going with your own YouTube channel. But I want to do it as a group course. I don't want to do it as because I individually train you, that's more money. But if I did as a group course, it would be more economical. And I think it also would be more fun because we would have more fun on there. Okay. All right. So that was that question. Now let's get back to this. And thank you, Carla. I appreciate you being here. Yvette says, I don't understand why is that lady is always there. She sold it, didn't she? Did I? I hear you, Ayana. My sons and daughter-in-laws, they always said, be patient. Yep, you have to be patient. Carla said she would take the course. Carla, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this. I want you to email me. Just so we don't miss each other. Just send me an email. When you send the email with your email address, your name. Don't worry about your number unless you feel comfortable sending it. And what would once I put the course together, which it won't take long for me to put the course together. Once I put the course together and decide where I want to host the course at, then I will send you information as to how to join. Okay? Because like I said, I want to see everybody win. I'm still growing this channel right here. This channel ain't where I want to be, but I'm seeing numbers that's showing me that it can go where I want to go. I don't want other people to want to try to do it, and then they got to go dig through all this. So I'm tell you very practical steps as to how I did it, how I've created this channel and started to build this channel. I will even share with you how I created my other channels and how I'm building those channels. Okay. So, yeah. So this, like I say, and I said in my thing this morning about, peace and hair grease. This channel started as more of an experiment. I didn't expect for it to go where it went, but God did what he did. Oh, okay, ladies. So what Carla had said, she had said, I was talking about, like just kind of starting your own channel a little bit. I was saying, like, just go search because we were talking about Faison and how he hated on Wayne and stuff like that. And so I was saying, Carla said she appreciated my commentary. She's been wanting to start a YouTube channel. And I had been saying just kind of what you need to do to start a YouTube channel, a little bit of it. And so I asked the question, if I put together a course, like a group course, would she or anyone else want to join the course, take the course? Carla said she would definitely take the course. So, or she would want to take the course. So I am Thinking about putting together a course. You would do it too, Lady D? Okay. Okay. I would, okay. I will let, Lady D, you got my emails. I got your email address. Dina, I got your email address. So just, that's all I need at this point. Because then once I get it set up, I will let y'all know where y'all can go so y'all can register for the class, how long the course will be, all of that. But this course will be very interactive. You have to make time for it. You have check-ins and you have assignments to do. And when you start these channels, please understand, I'm going to be looking at the channels. And I'm going to be seeing, like, did she post what she was supposed to post? Did she commit to what she said? Because, like, with this channel, I think one reason this channel grew so fast is because I post multiple times a day, and I try to post every day. It's a different kind of channel, right? There are going to be some channels that you do, like for my Jewelry Lovers channel. That channel is something where I'm going to have to create all my content, like pick a day just to create content for it, and then schedule that content so that it releases through the week. So I'm still posting something every day. All you got is time right now. I will go ahead and put that course together today. I even have website, how to build website courses. So I'll put that course together today, and then I will put it out. Nancy posts every day. She does. My other channel, I built that by accident. I started that channel 12, 13 years ago. And by accident, I wasn't even heavy without post some jewelry stuff on there. And then all of a sudden, it just started getting traction. This one video I had done, it just started getting traction. So I built 2,000 and something subscribers over the course of the past 10 years, not even trying. Like one day after 5 years of having this channel, all of a sudden it just started getting, I'm like, where are these people coming from on this channel? I started getting comments in my email, like, you got to comment. And I still respond to the comments, but my content was still showing. I'm like, why is my content? What is going on? They should have been forgot about this. So just let me know. I'll let y'all know when I get the course ready, and y'all let me know. Just be thinking about what you want to do, because that's going to be the first thing we do in the course, as you tell me what kind of channel you think you want to create. Do not email that to me now, because I'm not going to read it, because we will have not started the course yet. Give me time to set it up so you can register for it. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy says, good luck, ladies. So, yeah. So, Chris, back to what you were saying about my facial expression. Yeah, I do look mean. I don't be trying to look mean, but I'm just as sweet as you please. Till I'm cross. They don't want some cross. Like, like those real sweet people, and they so sweet, but then they got that other side where they crazy. That's me. That's me. Oh, y'all, I've been on here for a minute. We've been on here going on. It's been an hour and a half. I'm about to get up off of here. I've been on the front porch longer than what I anticipated. I got to do some work. I was trying to see if Wayne had dropped any new videos yet, any new skits. Yes, please, please, please hit that like button. Thank you, Lady D. Lord, Deborah already asked me about what time tonight. It's going to be 8:30. Because I got to cook. So it's going to be 8:30. All this cheating on here. And that's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. If something major happens on the Montana trip or something like that, I will be jumping in with a quick live with breaking news. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head up out of here now. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you, afternoon, rest of your afternoon. Thank you for blessing me with your time and your energy this afternoon. And go ahead and hit that like button on the way out. And definitely, please be careful during this here ice storm of sorts that we have. And some people got the ice, and some folks didn't get the ice. And I had to thank you for letting me take my husband call too, because he on the road and I need him. When he call me, I need to answer that because there's something wrong. I have to go get my man. I have to go get my man. My man, y'all. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and a big old bucket of love, y'all. Grease. Bye.